Teamage, that we intentionally changed the name into Teamage. Now that our children want to belong into a team and be part of a group of friends, we need to help our kids develop their own identity. Not only that, but also try to help them realize what position are they in the team. They're certainly part of a team. They like to have a group, a gang, group of friends that they're close and intimate to. But at the same time, it's very good that we help them know their position in the team. Are they what kind of team are they surrounded with? What is their role in the team? Are they initiators? Are they validators? Are they people oriented? Are they task oriented? So this is the age where they want to be also noticed. They want people to recognize them. They want to get the information more from their friends. Also at this age, I feel that the communication starts to decrease between the children and the father, or the son and the father, because they're now more into the peers and friends, and they want to spend more time with their friends. I think this is a very good time that the father and the mother need to have this kind of relationship, not only with their children, but also with their kids' friends, where they get to talk to them, have some good conversations with them.
During this time, it is also very important to help your teenager to understand that trust is like a bank account, and that it is for us an incredible opportunity to invest in the right account. So when we do things that build trust, we're making investments into our trust bank account or our piggy bank, and we have to understand and teach our children that building up a positive balance in our trust bank account takes a long time. But the opposite is also true, that when we make withdrawals out of the trust bank account, the withdrawal takes out so much more trust from our bank account. So therefore, our behavior over a long period of time should show that we are investing in this trust that will glue people together and make relationships stronger. So teach your children in this time about trust. Allow them to make mistakes, but come alongside them and just encourage them to learn from those mistakes and to make the right deposits so that their trust bank account will continue to grow. In this process, a very important thing to learn as well for your teenager is to understand the importance of being submissive. To understand that submission is something that is really important and that we need to teach our children, modeled by our relationship with our wives, with people that we are surrounded with, and of course, ultimately, by submission and submitting to our Heavenly Father. So if we model this to our children, it is a valuable lesson that they will learn and that will empower them to move through life differently, as they understand that at times it is necessary and possible to submit to authority, to people placed over me, a boss or a teacher or someone that I might not even like that much, but that God calls for me to be submissive to. So a very important thing to do with your children. During this process, it is also so important to try and take steps to enter their world, to continue to take the initiative and not wait, to create a space and a climate in your home where you can discuss and talk about everything that is happening in their lives, and they have the freedom to come to you. During those times, please just be a listening ear before you do correction. So continue to strive, to aim, to just listen. And then at times, maybe you have to bite on your teeth, like I sometimes have to do. But just listen. And then later on, just reconnect in terms of instruction and guiding to doing what is right. It's so important to realize that, and that the conversation will carry on if you are a listening ear. The moment you start correction too early in the conversation, that conversation will not carry on, and it's not going to bear the fruit that it's supposed to bear. Something that is a helpful tool to parents that we suggest you try and use is the Psychosocial Construct, and you will find this in your slides as well. And it is just a tool that we encourage people and parents to use when they want to discover the relationships that their children are in and surrounded with. It is basically just a sketch, a very simple sketch that you ask your child to make, and where they paint a picture or draw a picture of their classroom and the people that they are surrounded with. You will see on the slide that there are pictures of boys and girls. You can use something like a square for boys or a circle for girls, make it as easy for them and even age appropriate to draw this successfully. So you will see that on the slide there are people on the slide, boys and girls. Some of them will be connected with a single line that donates a relationship. Some of them will be connected with a double line, which donates very strong relationship. And some of them might even be connected with a squiggly line or a zigzag line, which donates conflict or a disruption in or a break in the relationship. Ask them about it. Ask them why these people are grouped together. Ask them why they are in relationship with this person or that boy, and just delve into their world. This picture can reveal many things. For example, on the slide, you'll see that there is one little girl all by herself, no connection with anyone else. And in a time where we are living, where there is such a high increase in emotional health, depression, anxiety, and even teenage suicide, that must be something that alerts us to the need of that young boy or young girl, whoever is drawn alone in the sketch.
This is also a very important time to teach our kids how to communicate and how to handle conflicts and regulate their tempers and how to follow and to abide to the rules and do the right thing. Also developing their emotional intelligence at this age where we want to really work on their self-awareness and self-management, knowing the status of their emotions, how to deal with their emotions, how to understand how they're feeling, and also how to have social awareness, how to feel empathy towards the people around them, how to be intelligent when it comes to what kind of subjects I need to talk about now, what kinds of conversation I can have with my friends now, how my friends are are feeling at the moment is very, very important. And by having this kind of emotional intelligence, we need to tell our children that this is really a very good bridge that connects them with their friends. When their friends see that they're a kind of person who are really attentive to their feelings and they can easily feel when they're sad and when they're happy, people are going to feel, or their friends are going to feel comfortable to talk to them. And I believe that this is also going to increase their emotional security at this age, feeling loved, feeling that they have close friends and they belong to the group. The belonging feeling at this age is very, very, very important.
When we look at leadership in and out the world, we realize and see that studies are showing that EQ, emotional intelligence, is much more important than IQ, intellectual quotient, in the workplace. So the ability to manage your own emotions or the emotions of your team members become much more important than being the sharpest knife in the drawer. So of course, knowing stuff is important, but the ability to work with people, to manage the emotions, your own emotions, and through all of that, create a process where people can work together and bring out the best from one another is much more important in the leadership role. So during this time of your child's life, the teenage years, especially 16, 17, and 18, it is the optimal time for EQ to develop in your child's life. Therefore, continue to encourage them to be surrounded with people, to do things in teams and groups of people so that they can experience the ups and downs, the difficulties of sometimes having to deal with their own emotion or the emotions of the people that they are surrounded with. Something that we want to advise you and to really strongly encourage you to involve in this process of coaching and guiding is the role of a mentor. And we want to ask you to start creating this relationship and enabling your child to find a mentoring relationship with someone that is older than them, walking in the next phase of life, that they can turn to and ask about the potential potholes, the potential difficulties, and the way through them or around them so that they can achieve the successes of life so much easier. This has been an incredible blessing in raising our own children, and we just want to strongly encourage you to follow this model of helping your child to walk with someone that have been where they are walking right now.